Hello, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Hello. Ow, ow, ow. Now tracking's weird. Hello, everyone. I'm home. Yay. I'm rested. I'm rested. Still a little bit under the weather. Also, I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. Yeah, I'm still a little bit under the weather, so I don't know. I don't think I'll be streaming for like crazy long time today, but hi. How's everyone doing? Welcome back. Thank you. Miss you. I miss you guys. Hello. How have you been for the past, I think it's been exactly 2 weeks since I last streamed. I think maybe something like that. Exactly 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah. So it's been a while. A moment. I did do like two Twitter spaces while I was on vacation, or while I was traveling, but I don't know, I can't imagine that every single one of you were able to come to those. But yeah, that's what I did. Otherwise I was just running around, losing sleep, gathering, what do you call, counting steps. Yeah. Have you slept well? I did sleep quite a bit. I knocked out at around 11, so around this time last night. And then let's see, I woke up at 7 actually. I woke up at like 7:30 or something. I stayed up for like just a little bit and then I went back to sleep. And then by the time I woke up again, it was what time was it? I actually don't know. I'm not sure what time it is I'm not sure what time it was when I woke up. Maybe it was around 11 again. So yeah, I slept a lot. I think in total I might have slept close to like 11 to 12 hours in total, not including the time that I spent up in the morning. But yeah, I slept a lot. I slept a lot, and thanks to that, thanks to me sleeping a lot, I feel a lot better than I have. The last few days of my trip, I was a little bit like, I was pretty congested, and I had like a throat bug. And I still kind of have that, so I probably won't be singing for a little bit, probably not until like the weekend or something. But maybe I'll have a schedule, maybe, if I feel like it. Because I don't think I'm gonna get any worse. I think I was able to sort of like nip the cold in the bud, so I think it's only up from here. And so to that, let us KP everyone. I do have to admit that I was probably drinking a little bit too much during my trip. But you know, this is a celebratory drink, I think. So, yay, more rest. Yeah, I'll rest. Tomorrow will be my rest day. Also, apologies for being late. I actually made a lemon risotto today, which is why I was planning on making this. I was like, okay, I gotta make it. And then the clock struck like, it was like almost 8, and I was like, okay, time to make food, time to shower and make food. And I was like, and then I thought about it, and I was like, wait, I don't think I have enough time to make food and eat and whatever. Anyway, the good health for Dokumi and Ado. You're right. It's fast approaching. Also, New York. I don't know if any of oh my god, why is it being so jumpy today? Something's wrong. Anyway, I don't know how many of you were there for that part of my Twitter space, but I was oh, what's wrong? Something's up. Might be my computer. Anyway, I was talking about feeling guilty about traveling to New York at beginning of June, and I was like, I don't have the money for this. I shouldn't be doing this. But then I was talking to like some other people about it, and also timekeepers were pretty chill about it. But also, whoa, what is happening? Oh my god, like the frames on the tracking are, whoa, something's wrong today. Anyway, oh well, this is how, I suppose this is what it means to be a VTuber. Huh, that's a little strange. yeah, I was feeling guilty about it, but I don't know. I was talking to people and they were like, you can only do this stuff like, you can only do this kind of stuff when you're young, and like, and you're worried about money. Like, there's like there'll come a time when you're an adult and you don't have to worry as much about money, but you have like way more responsibilities, and like you won't be able to be as free and say, I'm going to just go to New York for a few days, you know? And I was like, you know what? You're so right. Anyway, yeah. PP. I'll rest my body tomorrow. You get tickets for the last hour? Not yet, because I'm really like, I'm debating on where I want to sit, because God, Broadway tickets are so expensive. I don't want to like, but it's like, oh, but I'm going all this way, so I might as well. But then I'm like, ah, but that's so like, ah. I feel like that's like, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, 2 weeks of scuff. It's the dust is building up on my PC, I guess. Ooh, that's pretty good. I got a sweet white wine. I love sweet white wines. Get a good seat. Don't cheap out like me. I come from way. Was that I just learned about that musical recently. Apparently it's very good. I always like but like I also like don't want to go and just see one show. Like if I'm going, like I want to see multiple shows. But I'm like, but what do I? Little Shop of Horrors is on right now. Like, I feel like now is like, I feel like I'm gonna keep putting off seeing Wicked, especially because Wicked is kind of expensive right now. I feel like maybe it's because of the hype from the movie, but totally enjoy it. Yeah, thank you. I will. I'll try not to feel so guilty. Plus like one of my friends is living in New York, and like I don't know how long they're gonna continue to live in New York. I think they were thinking about moving, so I might as well take advantage of the fact that my friend lives in New York now. Then I don't know. Then have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on hotels and stuff later on. So. Hi, how's it going? Have you already eaten? Yes, I had food already. Yes, I ate right before stream, which is why I was like an hour late. Super cute and wholesome is up people all around the world accepting each other and chilling in Canada. That's awesome. I want to accept everyone and chill in Canada too. Spend 300 at a 2-star hotel. Exactly. Yeah. So I might as well go when I have the connections. I suppose that's me trying to like rationalize my spending. ありがとうスパチャ。小狐の彼岸花さんありがとう。葵さんおはよう。おはよう。いつも配信でくださり本当にありがとうございます。これからも頑張ってください。ありがとう。Thank you very much. 頑張ります。最近あんま配信してなかったけど、なんかこの2ヶ月半くらいはあんまり配信してなかったんだけど、その前はかなり頑張ってたからね。How are always flights so cheap? It wasn't really that cheap. Well, I mean, it was like the flight was like I think it was like 400 something. It was like it wasn't it was fairly inexpensive. Compared to other flights that I've taken, especially like flying across the world. Asking for a friend, how much are you talking? I don't actually know. All the Broadway shows are so like they vary because like last 5 years tickets, like the cheapest ones are like they can get as low as like 65. But when they get expensive, they're like 200, and I'm not going for 200. I will not be going for the most expensive seats for any of the shows I'm seeing. But some of the other ones, like Little Shop of Horrors, like the cheapest you can get is like 120. Like it's really expensive. So like you guys, I don't know. It's just I don't know. I mean, I will, since I am going, like I am going to make the most of it and like see as much as I can while I can. But I'm still on the fence of like what shows to see, how many, and like there's always there's the like rush tickets that you can get, like the day of rush tickets too. So I might like I could just try to get like $50 like rush tickets to go see like I don't know, and Juliet or something. One of my friend who lives in New York was like, yeah, that one was like good. It was really fun. Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna see Broadway before my mom, who has lived in New York City for 25 years and constantly nags my dad to take her. Oh my god, I'll take your mom. Actually, no, I cannot pay for your mom, but I'll go with your mom. I'll go with your mom. That's so sad. I can't imagine living in New York and never having going to see Broadway. Anyway, SUS are pretty cheap right now. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It could have been much worse, I guess. Reminds me I should buy my airplane tickets to Offkai. Yeah, if I was in the US for Offkai, then I might have attended. But I've been traveling too much, and I do not have enough money to go to Offkai this year, so I will not be doing that. But it's cool. Offkai looks really fun this year. There's a lot of like it looks really fun. There's a lot of like big guests and stuff. I don't know. I'm not super like well versed in like the VTuber sphere, but I saw that they got like Keys in the Eye or whatever, which is pretty poppin'. The airports aren't as nice as other ones. New York City? Expensive show tickets. Yeah, it's literally like if it was just a plane ticket, it would be okay. But like it's the fact that Broadway shows are really expensive. Yeah. Do you wanna build a snowman? Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I have to like choose, because you guys, I don't actually know her name, but the Liz something is in Little Shop of Horrors right now, and she's one of the girlies who was on Victorious, and I'm like, damn, I want to see her. She's such a good singer. I really want to see, and I really want to see like I'm not the biggest fan of like the songs from Little Shop of Horrors, but like the staging seems really cool. Like all the like the plant, like the big plant, the puppeting and stuff seems really cool. So I'm curious. Like I really want to see. I think it's something definitely to see on stage at least once. So that's why I'm tempted to do Little Shop of Horrors. And then there's one other musical that's been like, I don't know, it keeps showing up on my YouTube recommendations, and I think it's got nominated for a bunch of Tonys, and like everyone's, oh, it's like, oh wow, best new musical or whatever. Maybe Happy Ending, I think that's what it's called. And I like the main girl, her voice is really nice. I like, well, the guy too. I mean, I like their voices a lot. I don't really know much about it, but it seems like a show that I would want to go see. But also, those tickets are pretty expensive. Like, even the cheapest ones are pretty expensive. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Giles, Gillies, whatever. Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking about. I'll keep thinking about it. Thankfully, the last 5 years tickets are not selling out very fast, so I think I'm gonna take a few more days to like think it over. But anyway, that is. I mean, I wasn't actually here to talk about anything in specific, but I also wanted to talk about anyone who was on my Twitter space has kind of already like heard what I did on my trip, but the main point of my trip this time was that, well, I went with a few of my friends, and we all kind of like pitched what we wanted to do, and we ended up going to like all of them. Like I had a friend that was like, I want to finish up the countries that like I haven't been to, the Balkans, and then I had another friend that was like, I want to see like the inner, like the really like low-key like World Heritage sites in Greece, and I was like, I want to see the Mamma Mia Islands and get drunk with people. So we did a little bit of everything, but it also was like a lot of moving around, a lot of walking. I was getting like over 10k steps, I think, every day, and that was like a lot. It was a lot, and anyone who was at my second Twitter space would know that I was like really stressed out, and like, I don't know. It was, but overall, like, it was all right. I mean, like, it's fine. I just probably won't be doing. I probably just won't be doing another like very tiring backpacky long trip like that. It's okay for me. Like, it's okay if it's for a few days, but like when it becomes like over a week, like that's when I'm kind of I'm hitting like a limit, you know. So I don't think if it's a week, if it's a trip like that that's like a week or more, I'll probably just like opt out next time. I think I've like learned my lesson a little bit. Like I'm really tired, and like I was stressed out. I was like lack of sleep and like outwalked, and like it was a lot of like so I mean overall it was all right. And I mean like I'm glad I got to, there are things that I'm really glad I got to do, but nah. Anyway, then you got to see Nick Jonas in 2025 would be pretty sweet. I know, right? Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, yeah, I'm very excited for New York. And I was like yeah, I was talking, I got a few recommendations from this dude that I met at the pub crawl for like places to go in New York, places to eat, but they all looked really expensive. So I was like, oh, haha, okay. And I like put them all in my like Google Maps, but I'm probably not gonna go to any of them because they're too expensive. Anyway, Cosmia Island. Cosmia Island was okay. So I pretty much got attacked by mosquitoes, which wasn't very fun. But the islands themselves were really awesome. Like the people on the islands were so nice. Everyone on those islands was so nice. And I heard from a Greek person that like that it was correct. Like that was the correct choice. Cause like a lot of people they go to Santorini and like one of the other, well shit, I forgot the name of the other island, but there are two islands that are really like popular for tourists, and they're kind of like tourist traps. But this Greek dude was like, oh nah, yeah, no, you chose the right islands to go to. Like those are the better, like lesser visited, like more like local islands. And they were so nice. Like the people were so chill, and like yeah, they were so nice. Anyway, yeah. Backpacking, moving around a lot is hard. Yeah. 3 weeks of 15 to 25k steps a day trips because I want to relax on vacations. Yeah, for me that doesn't really sound like that doesn't sound like relaxing. But I mean, then again, I was telling my friends this, but I was like, I grew up in a family where like no one cares about sightseeing. Like I grew up in a family where like my dad came to London and he didn't even look at anything. Like he didn't see London at all. He just slept for like 3 days. A lot of jet lag. Jet lag's not too bad because it's only an hour difference. But I was just in America technically. So that I suppose that I had quite a bit of jet lag right before I left for the trip. I never got attacked by mosquitoes in the movie. I know, right? I was like, oh, is this? But it's so cool because I went to the church area that shows up in like the first movie, and it was very cool. It was very cool, but it was really cloudy, so the pictures aren't very good, and like, yeah, and it was but the islands themselves were very pretty. Rabbi Joe's get a cheese slice. Is that the oh, Joe's Pizza? That's what the guy was telling me. He was like, yeah, Joe's Pizza, and I was like, okay. I wonder how busy the Mamma Mia Islands were during Mother's Day. You missed about oh yeah. I'm sure everyone and their mothers went. That makes sense. Didn't your daddy eat Asian food in London? We did not eat Asian food, but we barely did anything, I will say. Like yeah, my aunt lives in like the suburbs of London, and like we only left that specific suburb once to go to central London, and that's where my dad had has had his phone stolen, and he probably will not be going back to London. I don't know. Is Meryl Streep or any Mamma Mia? I don't know about not in the church, because the church is like a church. I think it's like they redid. I don't know. It might be a set too, because like the church isn't apparently, it's not like big enough. Like they didn't actually they used the like the surrounding area, but I don't think they used the actual church. But there was a guest book though. There's no memorabilia, but there's a little guest book up there at the top in the church. And everyone's like, oh, Mamma Mia, oh wow, blah blah blah. Yeah. So that's kind of cool. And there's a lot of Mamma Mia tours where you can go, like, they'll take you on, like, a tour of all the filming spots, which I mean, if I had thought to, like, look up a little bit more and plan, like, maybe I would have done that, but it's also, like, $50 per person, and I was like, okay, maybe not. Like, I don't know. Yeah. You're 2 whole days before, I know. I've been on the go, you guys. And then I'll be on the go again starting in like 2 weeks. But I'll be here for a little bit. I'm gonna hang out with my I'm gonna hang out with my book club girlies. It's gonna be a good time. We have plans to go to like. No, it is this. Wait. Oh no. Oh yeah, next week. Exactly a week from now, we have plans to go to a little like party thing. Yeah, I'm excited. So I'm excited to hang out with my girlies again. Classic London, I know. Phone stolen, yes. Classic London. Balkans, I love their breakfast. What's a Balkan breakfast? Aoi Tokimori is on the go. I really am. I've been on the go for the past like since like March. Since like March I've been on the go. I'm probably gonna continue to be on the go for a little while, honestly. Like, I don't know when I'm gonna start settling down. Maybe like mid-July or something, perhaps. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, but the food on the speaking of the food though, the food was really good overall. Like I liked a lot of the food that I ate in the Balkans and in Greece. I will say like Greek salad is not my favorite because Greek salad has like, oh, the tomatoes are good, but like I'm not a fan of raw onions and I'm not a fan of cucumbers. Everyone around me seems to love cucumbers, but I don't love cucumbers. But feta cheese and olive oil I can vibe with. Not so sure. Yeah, I'm for now definitely not. Did you get a moussaka? I wanted to get a moussaka, but I didn't because I was scared that like I would have gotten it if someone would have like shared with me, but like my friends were like they wanted to eat seafood. Like, and I wasn't, because I was like, oh, what if I don't like it or something? Like I would have eaten it, I would have wanted to share it with someone, but my friends were like they were like let's split a fish. And I was like, okay. So, but there were a lot of places selling them and I was like, oh my god, cook serve delicious. What if you just keep on the going? Oh my god, I will actually, I don't think I will like get burned down. I think I will be fine, like considering my personality. Like I think I'll be okay, but at the same time, like it is pretty tiring. Depends on like who you're traveling with as well. Like I don't get the cucumber. You know how like the TikTok, there was like a TikTok trend for a while about like, you know when you just want to eat a whole cucumber? Do you ever just want to eat a whole cucumber and then like it'll be someone explaining like a recipe that you can use like a whole cucumber with? And I'm like, I was always like, these recipes look really good, but I don't like cucumber. Anyway. I can eat dill pickles. Oh yeah, I do like pickles. Of the seafood. I know. Feta cheese and mint on a citrusy fruit. Ooh, yum. Orange. Yeah, I'm not a cucumber person, but I have a lot of friends that really like cucumbers. So, anyway. What did I eat? I ate a lot of like kebab. I ate like the Balkan sort of like kebab type things. The little not kebab in like the doner kebab or like the shish kebab type, like the ones they look like little sausages, and they're made with like, I think they're made with like lamb, or am I wrong about that? I think it's lamb, but it's like these little sausages. I don't know what they're called. I should, because I've eaten them so many times. I had them the last trip that I made to the last trip that I took to the Balkans. I had them a few times, and I had them a few times this time too, and they're really good. Oh, what it is. Anyway, you know sausages? I don't think so. They're like they're made of like minced lamb, I believe. You don't like watermelon either, if I recall. You're right. And cucumber is closely related to inclusive related. Oh, so you're consistent. Okay, maybe there we go. There we go. The good piece of meat. Yeah, it was. I had that a few times. What else did I eat? Oh my god, the amount of euro. I had 3 euros, I think, in total. 3? I think I had 3 euros. 2 or 3. A sevapi, yeah, I think so. I think that's it. Sevapi. Sevapi is so cute. The like the name. That's cute. Yeah. Oh yes, you're a Sulaki. Yes. Yes. Those are really good. Those are really good, and they were like 250 to like 350 euros a pop. So cheap. So cheap and really good. Yeah. And I think a soft or like shevapi? Shevapi. I have a friend who hoards Costco souvlaki. Hoards? Sounds like a Pokemon, right? Like a Celebi. Celebi? Celebi. Anyway, what else did I eat? We were kind of on the go, so we didn't really eat like 3 meals a day type stuff. It was more like, it was usually like we'd have like 1 big meal a day. Could even contain Pokemon. You never know. What did I about? Yeah, kind of expensive here. Yeah, I know that like in my hometown there are a lot of places that sell euros, and I actually not had one before. I mean, like I've had like doner kebab and stuff, which is kind of like similar. It's just not on like the pita bread and doesn't have the yogurt sauce. Dude, not the side tzatziki. Oh god. Anyway, yeah, but never had it. Yeah, I guess I never had like an authentic euro, so it was really good. Tzatziki? Tzatziki? I don't even know. One big meal a day makes it easier to ID what give you food poisoning. Real. Yeah, no food poisoning this time, thank god. Water was clean for the most part. A food holiday, like a foodie trip, just like to go to eat. Actually has cucumber in it. That's true. It has like you can't really tell because it's so like it's so fine, but it has like the smell or whatever to it. Yeah, but in like, yeah, I guess like cucumber isn't my like most like, it isn't like my enemy, but I wouldn't eat a whole cucumber. Like I don't especially vibe with cucumber. But the Greeks love it. There was also a lot of mushrooms in the food, which again, like, not a fan. I mean, I'll eat it, but I'm not not my favorite. Anyway, lots of mushrooms. Yeah, raw onions. Yeah, a lot of the types of vegetables that I like don't like. But then again, there's probably more vegetables that I dislike than actually like, so I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, I saw the Mamma Mia Islands. It was nice. I bought a cute little Greek island dress. It's actually shown in that selfie that I posted the day after the pub crawl. You ate it. That's impressive. I don't consider Greek food picky eater friendly. Wow. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I did try most things. We had these like, we were like, oh, we should probably eat some vegetables, because like the thing about Greek food or food in Greece is that like when you order it, like it'll come out and it's literally like meat and French fries. I mean, like it's kind of the same in France, but they'll usually give you like they'll usually be like a little bit of vegetables on the side, but like in Greece, it really is just like you get a slab of meat or some kind of meat and French fries. Literally, they love French fries. What is with Europeans and French fries? I mean, I'm not complaining, you guys, but like, what? Anyway, and so I feel like you have to order like greens separately, or else you're just not gonna get vegetables, especially in Greece. And so at a point, me and my friends were like, okay, we should probably eat some like greens, and so we ordered a dish that was literally called just like local greens, and like this really like spinachy like stuff came out. It was like dunked in olive oil, and it was like low-key bad. So like, but a lot of like Greek people like were eating it. Like we'd go into restaurants and see people just eating this spinachy looking stuff, but it wasn't very good. Anyway, feta on a salad goes for, yeah, ooh, feta. I do like feta cheese. Meat and chips. Yes, chips. Exactly. They like potatoes. Yeah, I mean, like, I get enjoying potatoes, and I get, like, potatoes being a good source of, like, carbs, but, like, potato, like, fried potato, like, French fries specifically. Like, I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, Americans, but, like, I feel like in America, like, we don't, yes, there are things that we'll get fries with, usually, like, burgers, or, like, things that are very, like, oh, I'm gonna get, like, a hot dog with fries, or I'm gonna get a burger with fries, but when you think about, like, I don't know, because even in France, there's, like, a very staple, like, steak frites or whatever, where it's just steak and French fries, but I feel like that doesn't happen, like, I feel like we have a little bit more, am I wrong in saying that I think we have a little bit more variety in our potatoes? Like, we'll have, like, a baked potato, or, like, some mashed potatoes, or, like, I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of different types of potatoes that we put with our stuff, but, like, why, like, tell me why in Europe, like, they love just, like, French fries, specifically. Oh, yeah, I guess fish and chips are a thing, too, but, how are the beaches? The beaches, it was a little bit cold, so we didn't go in the water. I mean, I did meet people who said the water was, like, fine, but I don't know if I would have gone in anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, like hash browns. Yeah, hash brown. Waffle fries. Those are all options in Europe too, but like why are there so many like French fries specifically? Like I do think that in like America, I mean the only sample size I have is America, so I really can't like generalize, but like every country that I've been to in Europe really enjoys like French fries specifically. Like, I've had, like, whenever I go home, like, I always have mashed potatoes. Like, specifically mashed potatoes, too. Like, my mom, she made she made a beef burger, and, like, it's always mashed potatoes. She made steak, and it's always mashed potatoes. Like, I don't know, my mother, maybe that's just, like, my mom likes mashed potatoes, but, like, fries are always, like, I feel like fries here, even if you go to, like, slightly fancy restaurant, like, you're gonna get fries. like French fries. Whereas I feel like in the States, again, American people, please correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, if you go to, like, a nicer restaurant, like, I don't know, I don't want to say nice as in, like, not nice as in, like, oh, this fancy $100 steakhouse kind of place, but, like, something a little bit more that's not fast food, like, fries are not as common? Am I wrong about that? Like, they exist, you can get them on the menu, but, like, they're not going to, like, bring out a serving of French fries, you know? It isn't complicated to make French fries. Yeah, I guess so. They're not fun to make at home. I get the appeal of buying them for a restaurant. Yeah, I think it's just, like, a little bit jarring to me when I see, like, just, like, I don't know, like, a really nice, like, duck confit, and then it'll just be, like, fries. Deep frying sucks. Yeah, I guess that's true. Jojo potatoes. Yeah, Jojo's. I love Jojo's. It was very good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, marble potatoes, cherry tomatoes. Yeah, like the little, like the little tomatoes and stuff. I don't know. Fries are seen as poor man's food. Okay, I'm glad I'm not like the only one who feels that way. Like, I feel like as much as I love potatoes, and I love french fries, you guys, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to like shit on french fries because I love french fries, but I feel like the image that I've grown up with is that if you're ordering fries, you're like a child in a lot of people's minds. Like when you go to like, I'm trying to think of like a nice restaurant that people know about. Like, I don't know. I pretty much only eat fries in restaurants. At home is usually mashed and something baked. That makes sense. I mean, like, yeah, I guess that, what we were saying earlier, yeah, the, like, frying fries at home is, like, I would always have fries at home, not from my mother, but from my grandma. My grandma would always deep fry, she would cut potatoes and deep fry fries for me. So that's homemade fries are, like, a very childhood thing for me, but I think that's just me. I agree that because I don't deep fry anything now, either, because I'm like, that's a pain in the ass. Yeah, scallop, yeah, like, yeah, like, different types of potatoes. Like, I'm not saying that, like, potatoes are not a thing, because they are. I think they are, and, like, they're a staple of, like, a lot of meals, but, like, specifically French fries. Belgium apparently eats 18 kilograms of fries each year, with US doing 13 and France at 11. Jeez, I mean, okay, that's interesting. I like that statistic, because, like, think about how big these countries are, like, compared to each other, right? Oh my god. Order fries, you're a child. If you order frites, you're right. That's true. Frite steaks. And order fries for dinner as a grown-up. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess, yeah. So at home, mashed potatoes are very staple for my family. But, like, we do have frozen fries, which go in the oven every so now and then. For me, specifically, I'm the one that likes fries in the family. My grandma's saying, I know, like, now I'm like, wow, she really did that. And she did it specifically for me because I didn't eat anything as a kid. I didn't eat anything, so she'd be like, do you want fries? And I'd be like, yeah. And she'd, like, deep fry them for me. Oh my god, fully Vietnamese grandma, by the way. Oh my god, hey! Same! Anyway. Associated with fast food places, right? So that's why I feel like my image of fries, like, when I get a plate of fries, I feel happy. Like, in Europe, I'm not saying, like, again, I'm not trying to shit on this culture, because, like, I'm happy. I'm like, wow, my inner child is so happy, and, like, I feel like I can eat fries without feeling like I'm being judged or something. I don't know. Sushi and french fry combo. Sushi and french fry combo. Yeah, we definitely, they don't have that here, but they do, well, they do like their Asian fusion here, though, I will say. Homemade fries in memory, yeah, yes. Best fried tier list. I do like smiley fries. I like JoJo's. I mean, I like McDonald's fries just as much, well, maybe not just as much as the next person. There are other fries that I would prefer over McDonald's fries. I know some people are like, oh my god, McDonald's fries are like the peak of fast food french fries, but I'm kind of like, okay, I don't know. I'm not as on board with that. Like, I don't know. I'd rather get some nugs from McDonald's, I guess. You ever spent like 2 hours eating food you didn't like but had to finish as a kid? No, because I was a spoiled little shit. I was a spoiled little shit, so I didn't have to eat anything. I wasn't really force-fed as a child, which led to me being an extremely picky eater growing up. That has carried on into adulthood. But I fixed it. I fixed it myself. So, I'd be happy too, right? Grandparents and feeding Greg is their favorite food. What an iconic duo. I know. Yeah. Definitely appreciate it, like, a lot now. More than I did as a child. Everyone started out eating children food. That was literally me at restaurants when I was little, like, because I was so picky and I literally couldn't eat anything. Like, my whole family, we'd all go to like dim sum, and my parents would pick up McDonald's for me on the way, and I'd sit at the table while everyone was eating their dim sum with the freaking like lazy Susan, and I was there eating McDonald's, and people would be looking like I stuck out and I hated that. But I wasn't like at the age where I could be home alone, so it was not a fun time of my childhood. I wish I could have just stayed home in the comfort of my own like room. They fancify the dip in Europe. Oh. That's a good question. Sometimes it's not even mustard. Usually if it comes with something, I feel like it's ketchup a lot of times. Sometimes they'll have different types of dips though. Sometimes they'll be like, I don't know what kind of dip this is, like, yeah. Olive Garden had some fries that got rid of them. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I haven't been to Olive Garden in a while. Yeah. I don't know. Ooh, Parmesan fries. Yeah. Fries are universal on the East Coast. I think they're pretty, like, universal in general, maybe, but I don't know. I feel like it's just the image of fries. I just watched Yee Yee yesterday. The MC orders McDonald's at a wedding banquet. That would have been me at 6 years old. Yeah, no, I was a spoiled little shit. I took someone to a Mexican restaurant and ordered mac and cheese. That would have been me. That was me for the first, like, that was me until I went, a little after actually, until I went to Japan. A little after I went to Japan. They wanted McDonald's as adults. Yeah, well, maybe. Maybe. Either way, it was really embarrassing for me. I had pizza while everyone else was having oysters because those things are foul. Oh my god, I cannot do oysters. I had oysters once. I can't believe I even tried it, and I was very close to like vomiting. It was not fun. But unfortunately, like, for me as a kid, like, a lot of foods that I would eat, like, I would, depending on what they were, like, I would, like, gag and, like, want to throw them back up. So it was a little bit more extreme than the, like, I just don't like this. Like, it was pretty, yeah, it was a little bit more extreme. Tokimori, hope you had a good trip. Thank you. It was alright. It was alright. Better than, I would honestly say better than my last one. But, my last one is in my last trip. My first trip to the Balkans was a lot more, there were a lot more, like, unfortunate happenings and, like, unlucky, moments. This one went surprisingly smooth in terms of, like, transportation and, like, things being on time and, like, making it to places on time, stuff like that. When I was a kid, I would get 0 toppings at Subway. Oh my god, I actually started getting toppings at Subway, or well, I didn't start going to Subway until I was an adult, but, the only reason I actually, like, the only reason I get more, like, vegetables at Subway is because I don't want to be seen as, like, a child. Like, or, like, weird. If there wasn't, like, a weird, I don't know, if I wouldn't get looked at weirdly, I wouldn't put, like, a lot of things on it, but I feel weird not putting anything on it, so I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Got the adult Happy Meal, right? Oh, I didn't know that. Dang. My brother always get California burritos. French fries instead of rice and beans. Oh! Again! French fries, you guys, French tacos, quote-unquote French tacos, are just a burrito with French fries and meat and veggies in it. It's the same as like a California burrito, I guess. It has French fries in it. They love for French fries, I'm just saying. Just want a date with a vegetarian, I'll eat with Greek fries. Hey! Hey. I don't know if I have allergies or I suck myself out, but I can't eat oysters. They smell weird and make my stomach upset. If they make your stomach upset, it might be an allergy. But I think that, like, I think that's valid, though. Oysters are hard. Imagine if I order a specific type of ramen in Japan, I would be a look that says this guy knows his ramen. Like what? Like when you ask for like the thickness and the hardness or softness of the noodles type of stuff. Balkans be a rough place. Yeah, nothing really runs on time. It's a little bit, yeah, it's a little different. But I mean, I don't know. I've come to like expect the unexpected, or like not be very phased when things like go awry, because it's like, well, like I'm in a different place. It's like not every place runs by the same rules, right? But toppings are free. That's true. I guess it's strange to not have a bunch of toppings, because it's like, well, why not? Luciana, thank you very much for the membership milestone. Oh, Ollie, great to see you. It feels like we haven't seen you in years. Yeah, I mean 2 weeks. I didn't mean 2 weeks ago. I only had 2 days. Yesterday was my birthday. Oh my goodness! Wow, happy birthday! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Luciana. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Yay! Hope you had a good one. Happy birthday, happy birthday. And Bub. Oh yeah! Boob! Boob! It was Boob1's birthday, right? I saw that in the chat. If they're here. Happy birthday. Time is a suggestion in the Balkans. Yeah, literally. Last time I was there, my first Balkans trip, there was the bus was like, I think 3-ish hours late with no warning, or with like no like ETA. Like no one knew if the bus was coming. But the people at the bus stop were like, it's coming, but no one knew when. Like, it was crazy. Anyway. Happy birthday, Boob. But yes, French tacos, fries. When I first had a look of like French tacos, I was like, what the hell? Like, what is that? Weird. Cause it's just like a giant burrito. It's not even like a circular burrito. It's a little bit like rectangle shaped and like flattened. But it's like a big tortilla with like tomato, lettuce. Actually no, sometimes they don't even put vegetables in the taco. Like it's literally just fries and meat and sauce and cheese, I think sometimes they put in. Yeah, I think that is like the classic French taco. But if you want, the place that I go to, my favorite like local French tacos place, you can choose what to put on it. So I always put lettuce, tomato, and I get tendies. I get tendies as the meat. They have a bunch of types of meat. So I mean, you can usually get like chicken or like whatever, or like you can get kebab, like doner kebab meat in it too. But the place that I go to, they can put tendies in your French taco, and it's really good. You can choose 2 sauces. Awesome. It's got fries in it. The lettuce, tomato, 2 sauces, and tendies and fries, all wrapped up in a big ass taco. The Wikipedia for French taco says chicken nuggets filling, right? Yeah, you can put whatever, like any sort of meat in that thing. It's cool. Yeah. So good. Lettuce is also a risk on tacos. What kind of tacos? Like French tacos, or like the little Mexican tacos? Speaking of Mexican tacos, freaking every time, like sometimes my family, when we were in Mexico, we'd go to like the taco trucks and get tacos. We got tacos for breakfast one time. It was so good. Like taco trucks, like sitting on the street next to the taco truck. So good. I feel my stomach growling just listening to, yeah. Real. Oh, so good. Made a hoagie. Chopped chicken tenders. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Tacos are 99 food. Any kind. It's the #1 food. Yeah. Yeah, when I got to, when I had my food poisoning or whatever, from Egypt, yeah, that honestly, I do think that could have been a thing. I remember someone in chat was like, yeah, you could have just gotten it from like the lettuce from the McDonald's burger, and I was like, low-key, you're so right. Tacos any time of the day. Real. Tacos are so good. Tacos for breakfast, that's every week for me. Yum. You prefer soft shell or hard shell? I know I probably come off as the type that would like hard shell tacos, but I kind of like soft shell tacos. That being said, I did have a pretty banging hard shell taco while I was in Mexico. Yeah. Places that don't wash the lettuce. Yeah. Makes sense. Egypt. Soft shell party. Yeah, I like soft shell, I think. Not that I don't like hard shell, but you go up as a type to love all tacos. I do love all tacos. Surprisingly, even though there's like there's onions and stuff, but something about the onions in tacos like don't bother me as much as like the raw onions on like a burger. Why is that? Can someone explain that to me? Soft shell makes more sense. I think so too. Like, I don't know. And because it's like, it also like soaks up like the juices, you know what I mean? Soft shell. Yeah, okay. I'm glad that a lot of people are soft shell. Glad I'm not in the minority. Making hungry for tacos. I literally just finished eating. Real. That's me right now too. Onions and tacos typically pickled in lime juice. That might be why then. Yeah, something about the onions and tacos I don't really mind. Like again, like I'm not really an onion person, but it's not like, but it doesn't like bother me enough to the point where I'll like pick them off or like don't eat it or whatever. The grease. Fresh cold chopped onions and tacos. Oh, the slimy cooked ones are burnt. Yeah, I don't like the oh, I don't mind cooked onions, but I don't, because I don't like raw onions, but like onions on burgers somehow just really like bother me more than the ones tacos. I don't know. Maybe onion fits the chemistry. Maybe it is. I think it is the chemistry. I think you're right. I don't know. Does he have onions in every meal? Onions, I have to admit, like I don't like onions, but I think that they do go well. Like they are. I tend to like I tend to like grind them up very like fine and put them in a lot of things if a recipe calls for them. Because I mean, a lot of recipes call for like diced onions or like very thinly sliced or like whatever onions in recipes. So I'll put them in. I'll put them in when it calls for it. But does Vivi pick tomatoes off tacos? I don't know. You should ask her. You should ask her if she eats tacos in general. Like I think Vivi, like being in Japan, I think Vivi has like expanded her taste buds a lot on like to that side of like the food spectrum. But like I don't know about. Oh my goodness! Hello, welcome from there. Thank you for the raid. Hello, Daisy Raid. Hello. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Wow. Hello. Oh my goodness. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. Wow. Hello. Wow. There's so many of you. Hello, Daisy. Hi, Miss Ellie. Hope you're having a great day. Oh my goodness. I hope you are having a great day. Hope you had a great stream. Thank you for the raid. Well, let me let me give you a bonk. Not a bonk. The bonk privileges. There we go. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. For those of you who don't know me, hello. I am your favorite Fennec Fox girl next door, Ali Tokimori from Cosmia, previously from a little agency group called Prism Project that died a few years ago. Wait, no, I shouldn't say a few years ago. I think that was like last year. I think that might have been last year. Exactly a year from like a month ago, maybe, right? Why does it feel like it's been multiple years? Anyway, if you're new to my channel, I spend a lot of time yapping and singing, and sometimes very badly playing games. Yeah. Oh my god. About 14 years ago. That's what it feels like. Oh my goodness. It's been ages. We were just, what were we talking about? We were talking about onions. I am a person that does not enjoy raw onions, but for some reason can enjoy them on a taco. but I tend to prefer cooked onions over raw onions. Always sending lots of love to Cosmia and the other Prism Pro. Oh, I love, happy you're here. Thank you so much. Aw. Thank you. The hell is Prism? Yeah, what the hell? The hell was that? No. Anyway, yeah, we were just talking. I took a trip recently. I'm currently located in the EU, and I took a trip to the Balkans, and I just got back like yesterday. Was that yesterday? Oh yeah, it was yesterday. I got back yesterday afternoon. So, wow. So I was just having a little chat while having a little drink of sweet wine. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do a lot of drinking on this channel as well. It's fun. We're a fun crowd. Anila? What's that? Yeah, real. I do prefer onions cooked, but I don't mind raw onions chopped up into little pieces either. Yeah, I think, but something about, okay, riddle me this, but I was just talking about how I don't mind onions on tacos, but I don't like raw onions in burgers. And like I tend to, I'll ask for them off, like in most cases, and even like McDonald's burgers, because those are also very like finely chopped, but like something about them is like I don't vibe with them. Don't know what it is. I'm also just picky, but anyway. What were we talking about? Onions and food. You'll find that a lot of the topics of chat on my channel tend to revolve around food, and it doesn't, I'm not intentionally doing this, it somehow comes back to food. Prepared as, yeah, pico de gallo. Yeah, someone was saying that earlier too, like it's pickled, so it's probably, maybe that's it. I can usually ignore a lot of things as long as it's sour. When, like, I'm not very good with like spicy things, but if it's sour and spicy, I will still eat it because I enjoy sour things over my like intolerance of spice. I can't pickles. Oh, yeah, I do know some people who like don't vibe with pickles, which I think is understandable. Like they have like a very intense texture, and like they can be really sour. Always hungry. I don't even, I mean, yeah, maybe it comes off that way. Maybe it comes off that way a little bit, like, oh wow, this girl's always hungry, or she's always eating, but that's actually not the truth. Like, I've had so many food problems. Like, I should be the last one talking about food. Like, I have food allergies. I have like, I've had problems with extremely picky eating ever since I was a child. Like, I should be the last one to be talking about food all the time, but I tend to talk about food. Anyway, we were talking about fries. Oh yeah, we were talking about fries and how in Europe, like, a lot of dishes will just come with French fries as a default. We are food eaters. Yeah, as humans, we have to eat, you know? Iziako, arigato. Thank you very much for the membership. Miles-san, konkomori irashai. お久しぶり。来てくれてありがとう。そう、今週はね、もうちょっと、どっかでね、日本語雑談もやりたいんだけどね、ちょっと、やっぱ、先月もいろいろと旅行してたし、さっきっていうか、昨日までは旅行してたからさ、なんかそういうお土産話とか写真とかも見せられたらいいなとは思ってるんだけど、今週はどっかでできたらいいなって。A cat tongue. Oh, like I'm not. Oh. Cat tongue is. I mean, I do have that too, but it's also in reference to like temperature hot things. Spicy pickles. Oh, I've never had spicy pickles. I had fried pickles when I was back in the States. My friend's girlfriend ordered like fried pickles, and she was like, "This is peak like white person," and I was like, "Okay, let me partake in this white person culture," and I tried some fried pickles. It's okay. It was pretty good. Pizzle Pickle, thank you very much for the membership milestone as well. 15 months! Pickle haters, please be friends with me. I'm nice. I mean, I think... Yeah, I guess some people do really dislike pickles. But that's okay. I like pickles. Crazy Mike, thank you for being a member for 24 months as well. That's 2 years! Thank you so much. Arigato. Cat's tongue. Yeah, I got a cat's tongue. I was the alien portrait of YouTubers. I just talk about food a lot. I guess I have traveled to a lot of places and eaten the food there, but I don't know. I'm not like a food, like, I wouldn't say I'm like a, I know this might be surprising to a lot of people, but I'm not like a food like lover. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, food. Like, I don't live to eat. My mother has always said that to me. She's like, oh, you eat to live, not live to eat. And I was like, I'm like, yeah, that's true, but the amount of time that I spend talking about food on this channel, like, proves, like, shows otherwise. I don't know. Love fried pickles. It was pretty good. The same girl was telling me about, like, pickle soup. It was like, oh, there's this white people thing. I think she said it was like a German thing. It was like pickle soup. And I was like, okay, sure. I'm not opposed to that. Pickling is fun and reduces waste. True. I left her village, just dump boiling hot 50% vinegar. White vinegar is also cheaper than bottled water. Really? People in America love deep frying anything and everything. Yeah, that is very true. That's true. That's true. I do not have a sophisticated palate. I just like food. I think that's true. Almost every night, on the trip that I just went on, we would like drink a bottle of wine like every night, and my friends were like, yes, the aftertaste, or like this one is very rich, or like this one blah blah blah. Like they would go off about like, oh, this one smells like this and then the other. Oh, the color is this and that, and the taste, the citrus and the citrusy, the this, or like, oh, the taste is so, this one is very balanced, and I was like, what the hell? I'm just here to drink wine and get drunk, y'all. Like, what are you? What? Anyway, so yeah, my palate is also not very. My palate is not very sophisticated. Yeah, live to eat. Are you live to eat or eat to live? Before you travel to the country, make sure you consult Aoi on the food. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I've tried a good amount of like food from around the world just because I've been around the world, I guess. But again, I have the palate of like a child, so. Pickle soup, that sounds unhealthy. Yeah, I don't know. Ask the Germans, I guess. Ask the white people. Europeans and their wine. I know, literally, I'm like, the sweeter the better. Every time I go to like a bar or something and like I don't know what to get, I'm like, so I like things that are sweet and I like things that are strong. What can you recommend? My taste is wild. Yeah, just give me the chocolate. Literally, I'm just like, as long as it tastes like wine, I think I'm okay. Like, I just enjoy vibing. So you don't like how dry the wine is, and people agree, yes, a little bit too dry for my taste. No, my friends are like, oh, this one's a little bit sweet, and I was like, I literally couldn't tell. I was like, it's dry to me, but okay. Speaking of drinking, I haven't told the story from my pub crawl. So the pub crawl was very, like, low-key. So I did a Twitter space right before I went to the pub crawl a few days ago, and I was like, oh, I hope it's fun. Blah, I'm a little bit under the weather. I just hope it's fun. And yeah, it was very low-key because it was, like, a Sunday, but it was the only day that we had available to go, so, the host, or, like, the organizer was like, yeah, we had, like, 75 people on Friday, and I was like, what the hell? We only had, like, 8. we only had 8 on the day we went. Fancy wine and cheese. I'll eat 40 piece chicken nugget and literally, not beer though, because I don't like, I'm not a big carbonated person, but yes, definitely nuggets and like, I don't know, yeah, umeshu maybe. I guess a wine. I guess a wine too, just replace the cheese. Actually no, I like wine and cheese as well though. Yes, this is a wine. This tastes like alcohol, literally. 8 is more than 1. Yes, true. And there were a lot of people that came like solo, so it was nice. It was a really good like environment. It was nice, easy to like mingle, easy to talk. The organizer was super chill. And so I did like I did post like a selfie on my alt account, or like a very drunk selfie the next day. I have to admit to you right now, you guys, I don't know those girls. Like, I took a selfie with these girls. I don't know who they are. I mean, like, I do, but like, well, no, I don't. Like, you might look at that and be like, oh my god, wow, Aoi and her friends, they're all traveling together. Nope, I don't know who they are. I knew, well, okay, so one of them, the one on the furthest public alt. Yeah, I do have a public alt if anyone is curious about it. There's a few like immersion breaks. I mean, like, I don't post like full face selfies. I don't do that. But I do post things like IRL things, and I ramble a little bit more over there. So if you're interested, definitely you can go follow it. I'm more active on that Twitter than I am on my regular one. So so yeah, the one on the right is someone like we it was because at the pub crawl, like, we were talking and one of the guys was talking to this other guy, and he was like, we're gonna get you a girl. and he was like, okay, but and you know, we were all really drunk, so I was like, yeah, okay, let's do it. And he was like, no, but like Aoi's the best one, like, because like girls are the best like wing people, like they're the best at it. And I was like, oh yeah, leave it to me, I got you. And so I went up to this girl, a wing woman, yeah. So I went up to this girl, the one on the right. I was like, hi, you're so pretty. I was so drunk. I was like, you're so pretty. She's like, oh my god, thank you. And then like, like we just like hung out. We didn't hang out the whole night, but like, she was like, oh my god, like, I love you, oh my god. And we were like very like, I don't know, we were like, I'm not a dancer again, you guys, but we were like dancing together, and like we went to, when she went to go to like fix her makeup, whatever, she was like, come with me, and we were like holding hands, like it was great. We were both very drunk, and she was like, I know the owner, and she got me free shots, like it was really funny. Anyway, so that was the one on the right. The one in the middle was literally just some random girl that was in like the door frame leading to the bathroom, and like we were vibing to the music, and then we were like, yeah, and then like I was like, I don't know, and then we took a picture. I took a picture, which is so weird because I never take pictures. I never take pictures, you guys. Like, it's so like unlike me, but I woke up with like selfies and stuff in my phone, and I was like, what the hell? Shout, you're so pretty to girls on Mars. When you are a girl, like, it works, it's pretty easy. Like, it's really easy to just be like, you're so pretty to other girls. Yeah, I don't know. Drunk You likes photography. I guess so. Who was I last night? Literally. Ruth the Boost was good. Yeah, so the first place, because at pub crawls you usually get free shots. And, so we got like free shots in the first place, and then the guy at the bar, he was like recommending like a cocktail, so we all got the same cocktail, and it was discounted because we were at the pub crawl. It was a pretty strong cocktail. It was a pretty strong cocktail, like pretty strong. And then the next place was all you can drink, like beer and wine. So what I had booze, sangrias, and a white wine. It's in the span of an hour, you guys. This is in the span of like 2 hours. And then the last place also had free, it was again a free shot. I technically got other free shots because at that point, when you get so drunk and everyone else is so drunk around you, like, you start buying drinks for each other, and they're like, you want a shot? You want a shot? And then you're like, okay! And then, like, you just start buying drinks for each other. So I got multiple free shots, and, like, just, like, random drinks. I'm like, okay. Anyway, what's the at? For my alt, it's Aoi Tokimori. It's literally just replaced the, it's Aoi Tokimori, but with, like, W's. Aoi Tokimori. Yeah, is in case you blacked out the selfies. I guess so. I clearly remember myself like pointing the selfie, like the inward camera, the front facing camera, to like these girls and stuff. But like, I've never done that in my life, you guys. Like, I've never taken I don't think I've ever been like the taker of a selfie in my life. So this was like a weird experience for me. I'm not sure what I was on, but drunk aoi is fun. I guess so. I guess I'm fun. Yeah. So one of my friends ended up like piss drunk, like on the street, piss drunk. And so, one of the people at the pub crawl was like, "Oh, let's just walk to my hotel. Let's grab some beers. Walk to my hotel." Oh my god, listen, you guys, this is so funny. So this guy, first of all, he lives in Toronto. He lives in Toronto, but he's like originally from like, India, and he was living with, I think he was at home or like with his parents in India for a little bit, and he was planning on going back to Toronto, and then but he on his way back. Well, actually, I don't know. He was just in Greece for some reason, and so my friends, so my friend was like pissed drunk, and so we were like, okay, let's just go back to let's just go back to my hotel room. Let's grab some beers, and so all of us were like going back to the hotel room, and then and my friend like collapsed just like on the bed, and I collapsed like on the floor, and I was like, okay, let me just like get my bearings or whatever, and then I think he like got a call from his parents or something, and he was like, so you guys are gonna have to like leave. Like, I'm really sorry. Like, I wanted to like let you rest here a little bit longer, but like you guys are gonna have to leave because like my parents are here. We're like, what? Like, what do you mean your parents are here? Like, were they supposed to be here? He was like, no, they like just came here and they're like in the same hotel right now. Like, they're down the hall. And I was like, oh, we were like, oh, what? Isn't that crazy? Like, his parents followed him from India to Greece to the same hotel to check up on him or something. Like, isn't that crazy? Like, whoa. And so like they thought like, because I guess they were like really strict like Indian parents or something, and so they like thought like they were so mad, and they thought like he was doing drugs or something for some reason. He doesn't he was just kind of drunk, like I don't know, but like yeah. And so like they got really mad, and so we could hear them like fighting through the door, and it was really crazy. And so he's like, okay, you guys, like, you're gonna have to leave, like, I'm really sorry. And I'm like, it's okay, it's chill. And I mean, like, our Airbnb wasn't too far, so we just like we got like an Uber for like 4 or 5 euros or something, and just went back. I literally don't have the next day my friends were like, oh, remember when we were riding up the elevator yesterday? And I was like, no. And they were like, what? I was like, oh yeah, I guess yeah, I was also pretty out of it. Yeah, but that was so fun. I always go to pub crawls like very like apprehensive, because like they could really, honestly, the way that it's set up, like it could go really wrong, you know, like if there's not enough people, or you don't vibe with any of the people, or like it's really big and people only want to stay in like their groups, or like I don't know, so many things could go wrong on a pub crawl. So I always go like very like pessimistic, like, okay, it might not be fun, I'm just gonna go and like enjoy like the free shots or whatever, and if I not fun, like I'll just go home. But honestly, like it's always really fun. Like I've not had a pub crawl where I was like, that was not fun. It's always been so fun. Yeah, elevator? What elevator? I'm so glad my mom was just emotionally detached instead of whatever that is. Yeah, it's crazy. Honestly, y'all, Asian parents can get pretty crazy. But yeah, I keep my expectations low just because I'm like, well, what if it's not fun? But it's always, this is my, how many pub crawls have we been on? I think this is my 4th one, and they always end up really fun. And I was talking to the host, or like the organizer, and he was like, yeah, you know, this is like an awesome job, because it's like, I was doing this anyway, and now I don't have to, now I can drink and meet new people and get paid for it. And I was like, that's awesome. How do I get into that? I was like, how do you get into that? And he was like, just go find your local pub crawl. And I was like, okay. So maybe the next place I live in, if anyone comes on vacation, you can join the pub crawl, and maybe I'll be your host. I literally was like, maybe I'll just like Maybe I'll learn how to get involved with like the Tokyo pub crawl, because that sounds fun. Anyway, but it was really fun. That's next level. It is. That's true. I mean, like, my parents would never do something like that. Like, my parents are kind of, or like, yeah, my mom's like a little weird. My mom has like her own like quirks, but like the one thing that I can say on my parents, I've never been like helicopter parents in terms of like, you can't do this. Like, you literally like wow, you know what I mean? Like, you there are some people like who've never traveled without their parents and stuff, or like I can't imagine like that couldn't be me. I don't know if my mom could even do a single woman I date, so I can't relate. Yeah, there are some parents, but I mean, like, that's yeah, I don't know. For my liver. Yeah, and your social battery too, probably, because pub crawls are very like, they require a lot of social energy. Imagine seeing your counselor at a pub crawl. Yeah, I'll be like, oh hey. That'd be funny. But yeah, maybe. I don't know. I literally looked it up because I was like, how do I get involved with this? I want to do that. That sounds so fun. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if y'all attend the Tokyo pub crawl, maybe I'll be there. I had an Indian roommate whose parents ordered him specific food and had it delivered every week. He was not allowed to eat anything else. That's crazy. I have my best friend in high school was Indian. I mean, she still is. But like, her parents, like, when she was getting like bad grades and stuff, her parents would like send emails directly to the teachers and be like, hello, Mr. Insert name here, like, I see my daughter has like a C in your class. Why is this the case? Like, that kind of stuff. They were really strict. They were really strict with her and very scary. I was very intimidated all the time of her parents. You could subscribe a pub called the patients. Yeah, just get out there. That's what my therapist tried to do one time. Or like, when the first time I saw my therapist, I was like, yeah, like, you know, I'm a little bit like, oh, it sucks to not have community, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, she was telling me about all these different like organizations, or like all these different like places that I could go to like meet new people and stuff. So technically sometimes it can be a prescription depending on what it is. Pub crawl host. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, that was definitely one of the highlights of my trip. And then the next day, my friend was like very apologetic, like, oh my god, like, I'm sorry, like, that was embarrassing, like, because they were piss drunk, like, pass out, like, throw up kind of drunk. I was like, no, are you kidding me? That was so fun. It was really fun. And the last, because pub crawls, the way that pub crawls usually work is you'll go to like, well, the ones that I've been to at least, you'll go to 2 bars and then you go to a club at the end. So the club that we went to also like played pretty like, I wouldn't say good music, but it's like the music that everyone knows. So it was good. How's the Acropolis? I don't know. Again, you guys, like, I'm not a big nature person. I'm not a big sightseer. So when I'm shown things that I'm like, when people are like, oh wow, the ancient Greeks did this, or like, oh, my friends were trying to explain to me how these like pillars, how these different types of pillars, like, there are like 3 different types of pillars, and like, depending on the type of pillar, like, you can kind of like see when it was built, and like this type of pillar is the oldest and this type of pillar is, I don't know. Like, I have to be completely honest, like, I don't really, like, I don't care. So like, I think the Acropolis was like fine. It was okay. The weather was nice, so it was nice and windy and like nice and breezy, and like you had a really good view of the city, like, but that's about it. Like, I didn't really think too much. I mean, like, it was a big structure. That was about it. I don't know. The Ionic, yeah, something. I don't know. Yeah, Doric. Yes, we were talking. Yes, and I was like, oh, okay. I didn't get it. I was like, okay. A pillar is a pillar. That's literally me. I'm like, okay. It's a building. Okay. I don't know. If I was really into like architecture, like maybe I'd be like, oh yeah, that's so cool. But like I didn't really get it. I was like, okay. All he thinks about Rome 0 times per week. Accurate. Do you actually remember? I mean, like I wouldn't have known that's what they were called if you asked me. But yeah, the types of pillars, yes. Caterpillars. But I also completely understand. Yeah, I understand. Like it's definitely like very cool for some people, and some people can get like really into the historical like aspects of all these things. But like for me, like I just don't care enough, and I think it's just because like my upbringing. I don't know. Like my dad, I told my dad, I was like, when we were in France, I was like, do you want to go to an art museum? And he was like, you know, like I'll do anything once, but I don't think I've ever been into an art museum. I was like, okay. And so we went to an art museum, and then afterwards, well, no, while we were in the art museum, my dad was like, wow, that's a lot of Marys. Like the Virgin Mary, because it was a lot of, you know, it's just a lot of like Catholic paintings. Like Christianity, Bible paintings, I don't know. My dad's like, his console, his thoughts while we were going through the museum. He's like, yeah, well, that's a lot of Marys. And then the next day he was like, yeah, I think I'm done looking at Mary. He was so like, yeah, like my parents, my mom, I think my mom likes a good view, and she likes nature, ? She likes flowers. I think that she likes, yeah, I think she likes a good view. Like she'll hike for exercise. But I think if I were to explain to her about the pillars, she'd be kind of like, huh? Yeah, I don't know. History of alcohol one. Yeah, I think maybe that's something that it's definitely the things that you feel are closer to you. I think that some people can have a very like wide. I admire this too. I admire this about my friends, and I admire this about people in general. But like, they can have a very wide spectrum of the things that they find interesting. But like, unfortunately, my spectrum is kind of like small. So I don't know. When I feel like it like relates, when I feel like I can relate to something, I'm like, oh, but like when I can't, I'm kind of like, okay. I had a pretty touristy upbringing and I still don't like it. Oh, might be nature and not nurture. Maybe then. I guess that's true. Like I was not grown up to what? I was not raised to enjoy the arts, or well, that's still not true. But like I wasn't raised to enjoy theater. But now I really like theater. So or like none of my immediate family like sings, but they do listen to a lot of music. I don't know. Anyway. How about the historical aspect of my beer? Literally. Oh, what about those Jaeger shots from yesterday? I thought that was the name you used to refer to white women. Mary. No. Yeah, like the Virgin Mary. There's historical and cultural context that you gotta buy into to enjoy stuff like that. Like I once went through a Museum of Chicago Fire and was like, yeah, I think that like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, I think for example, like, I like horror and stuff. So when a painting looks really freaky or it looks really weird, I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. Or like, but when it's a lot of like, oh, here's another painting of Jesus doing something, I'm like, okay, sure, cool. But like, when it looks really freaky, I'm like, yeah. Or like, I don't know. Or when it's like, oh, this place is known for having like spirits doing this, I'm like, yeah. But I don't know. I like a good view, but I won't go out of my way for it. Oh, real? Yeah, I'm that way too. Like, I enjoyed the view too. Like, I'm not, like, I enjoyed the views out of, like, the bus while I rode the bus, or, like, the trains, or, like, from places where the view looks nice. Like, I can enjoy a good view as well, but, like, yeah, working for it is another story. I do love taking pictures of stuff I see in places I go. My family went out a lot as a kid, though not too far. I was, talking to my friends about how, like, back in the day when Google Maps was not a thing and like car navigation was not a thing, like you'd have to like print out directions and stuff, because like I would always like print out like MapQuest stuff to get my parents, like when I had like play dates in elementary school, I had to print out like MapQuest. And like my friends were talking about that too, and they were like, oh, but yeah, like, oh, my parents would like fight in the front seat because like figuring out how to read a map or whatever. And they were like, did your parents ever use maps? And I was like, no, because like my parents, we never went outside. Like we never really like left the we never really left the city. Like every place that we would go to, like my dad has lived there long enough to like go the way, I guess. That sounds like a crazy specific. They do have very, very specific museums. Yeah. Like stepping into old buildings and imagining all the people who walk through that building. That's like very good. You have like an active, I think that means you have like a good like imagination. I respect that. I still screenshot Google Maps and save it on my phone. I got a paper map. That is, I guess, like it shows that you can read a map. I use Google Maps for everything and I still like can't read it. Like I don't know how, I don't really understand how it like works. I'm so bad with directions. But I am the Cosmia like map. Like I don't know, which maybe goes to show something, but like every time we go anywhere, like I am the person who has Google Maps out. Like Iku has said it before. She's like, I never take out my phone. She's like, I never take out my phone when I'm with Aoi because like she does all the navigating. I'm like, that's true, but I don't know why necessarily because I'm kind of bad with directions. Anyway. Yeah, MapQuest, you guys. Woo, MapQuest. I walk in a building to go Wood Wes Anderson film here. Still got lost in Google Maps? Oh yeah. I get lost in Google Maps and I just like don't understand how like, I don't know, like, you know, you'll see, cause people will look at a map and they'll be like, oh, this road is intersecting with this road, so we must be right here, and to go there, we have to walk in this direction. I don't get it. I don't get it, you guys. I do watch VTubers. Imagination gotta be decent, right? I guess, but I think yes and no. Well, yes, but I feel like there's like bigger imaginations. Like I don't know. People who I feel like I don't know. Like Yume Joshis have more like a more crazy imagination. I feel like. Yeah. MapQuest. As for some, my family traveled to another state using a map. Ah. Yeah, I guess if you have that like experience. MapQuest was always like a reading thing for me. Like I'd print it out to help my mom like navigate to my friend's house. And like I would like, or my dad, and like I'd like read it out. I'd be like, turn right on blah 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 street. Like I didn't get it. Like I didn't understand how the roads worked. I just read it. I just read the directions. I get lost even with Google Maps. I get confused left to right. Oh my god. Bless your soul. Aoi Maps. One needs battery and signal. The other is powered by alcohol. That's true. Sometimes I feel like my mind is so like I've like awakened. Sometimes I feel like, yeah, I've like locked in. when I'm drinking alcohol. There's occasions when I was like, there'll be like school assignments, I'll be like, ugh, oh, I don't want to, and then I'll be like kind of buzzed and I'll go in and I'll finish it in like 30 minutes. Ollie GPS voice. Turn right. Can I use your AI voice to read directions for me? Yeah. Go for it. And then film it. Let's have someone film it because I really want to like see what that sounds like or like what it's like. That's so cool. There's a lot of situations in which I'm like against AI, but if it's like like my voice like doing funny things, like I think that's kind of funny. I think that's cool. I've noticed I navigate my landmarks rather than street names. I feel like that's how it should be, but like being directionally challenged. Okay, people who are not directionally challenged, I don't think will ever understand this, but like people who are directionally challenged, they like at a point, you can't figure out, like, what direction you're facing at a specific, like, point in time. Like, if you turned left to get into a building, then you should be turning right when you leave. But, like, in the directionally challenged person's mind, like, it doesn't work that way. Like, you just turn a direction. Like, it's really bad. The learning material is consented to. Yeah, I think that there are a lot of I think that there are a lot of ethical issues with AI, and I think there's a lot of AI use that I'm kind of like, ugh, okay, but yeah. Landmarks and using highways. Yes. I finally figured out. Okay, this is really like, it goes to show that I don't drive, but like, when we were like, oh, we have to take this one northbound or this one southbound. Like, I'd always heard the words northbound and southbound, but I never really thought about it until like I started to like navigate my friends' cars, or navigate my friends' drivings. Like literally recently, or like, I don't know, like my mom's trying to get home from like the airport, and I'm like, we gotta be going northbound. That says northbound. Let's go northbound. I'm like, oh wow, I feel so like educated. Anyway. I said the API key that so you can link with Streamlabs. Yeah. I gotta figure out. Yeah, send it to me, and I'll figure out how to do it. Hopefully, I can see the map where I'm at all times. Yeah, some people really have that like ability, and I think that's really cool. I have a few friends that are really good with directions too, which is, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Landmarks in the skyline. I don't know what bound is. Yeah, literally, but that like never occurred to me, because like you listen to it, like growing up, it's on the news and stuff. It's like, oh, today the something northbound is blah 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 traffic, and like, so I've heard these words growing up, and like I never. It's like, it's one of those words that just like doesn't register. Like the meaning doesn't register in your mind, and then you use it, and you're like, oh. I've been watching a lot of cosmic development discovery documentaries, and most of them are being discovered by the help of AI. Oh, huh. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's just noise. But you learn. I thought fiscal responsibility was something else for a very long time. What is fiscal responsibility? Not like money. Yeah, you don't really understand north and south. Yeah, until you actually have to drive them, right? This goes money. Oh my god, I can't believe I knew that. Like when you get older, you get a lot of dirty jokes and cartoons. Yeah. Crazy. Well, thank you, Duo. Anyway, let's see. I'm gonna think if there's anything else I wanted to like talk about. All my trips. I'm kind of getting sleepy, and I think it's because I slept at around this time yesterday. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll make my schedule before I end the stream today, because God knows I'm gonna finish this stream and I'm just gonna shut off. I'm just gonna shut off my computer and not open it until I have to stream tomorrow. So, might as well do my schedule now. Oh, GPS voice would be nice. I have 2 others from VTubers. Oh, really? What? How did you do that? Did they make those? Did they make the GPS voices, or is it also like AI or something? Leave you 2, only 1 more hour to alpha work. Gambare! Believe in you. I should use my... Did I use... Cutie Killable and Komari have GPS wishes they made. Oh, very cool. Is you going soon? Probably tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably stream tomorrow. I think again I'm gonna try to stream like every day until I leave for New York. I leave for New York on the 2nd, if I have that right. I think it's the 2nd. I'm gonna try to stream every day, so I need a car insurance, parking spot, driver's license to enjoy Aoi GPS. I guess you could, I mean, you can use the GPS while you're walking too, right? Yeah, this week's kind of almost over. 19. 5. Oh my god, my last schedule was like in March. Woo! Also, you guys, I watched, I tweeted about this, but I watched Requiem for a Dream today for school. Yeah. I don't know if I have anything else to say about that. Like, it was... Ooh. Was, definitely something. But it made me so, like, I was so, like, sad after. I was like, geez. Really? When is Auto? Auto is... I don't know. I think it's, like, the 10th or something. Is it New York straight to Dokumi? Yeah, it's actually... I'm flying back into Germany, so I'm flying back, like, on the day of Dokumi. It's a little bit crazy. It's a little bit of a crazy schedule. I'm flying back on the day of Dokumi, and then... Oh my god, gee. Yeah, so I think I'll be kind of out of commission from, like, the 2nd to the 10th, and then I'll be back on, like, 11 or 12 or something. Jeez, I think that's it. Yeah, it's a good review, literally. Yeah, the movie is... That and Trainspotting. Oh, yeah, I've heard about that one, too. I saw that was on your watch list. It's... I mean, I don't know. I really can't predict on, like, what people would think of movies, but, like, I have a lot of, like, mixed feelings about that movie. It was a little bit... I don't know. I didn't really... People are like, oh my god, like, wow, that's the best movie, blah, blah, blah. But, like, oh, it's a beautiful movie or something. But, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a big enough, like, maybe I'm just not a big enough, what do you call, like, a movie buff to think, like, oh my god, like, wow, like, I don't know. Oh, wow. The cinematography, the filming, the whatever, like, maybe I'm just not a big enough nerd about movies yet, but... less than 15 minutes away from friends, so we go months without visiting each other. So a long time. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, when I'm, like, traveling, it's, like, it is definitely, like... Let's see, what was I doing? Oh, no. Dirt. To be fair, they were on drugs. Yeah, but, like, I feel like, I don't know. It's interesting. I read some of the negative reviews as well, and I was like, yeah, like, you know, I kind of get it. Like, I kind of get what they're trying to say. Yeah, there's some negative reviews that I was like, yeah, I understood. Their gripes with the movies. Hold on, I'm trying to find my... Oh, I haven't used Jojo Ray artwork yet. gonna be a thing. Anyway, Requiem for a Dream made me like sad and like kind of depressed. It was okay. I mean, I do like movies that make me like feel something. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think that if a movie like doesn't make me feel something, then I'm like, maybe that wasn't good. Like regardless of whether it was so gross that I didn't want to look at it, or like I don't know, regardless of like what that feeling is, like disgust or like whatever, like it could be anything. I don't really like mind. It'd be, yeah, as long as it makes me feel something, like okay, well, I'll say that was like a solid movie. But I feel like there's also like limits to like despair levels in movies as well. Like it was a little bit too despair core for me, to a point where it was like, yeah, it was like sad porn, you know. Like I get it. I think I understand what the movie was trying to do, but it was depressing. It was really depressing. I ended up watching a movie earlier, like a second movie. No, I didn't, but I just wanted to know that there was good in the world after that. I think I'll take some of the suggestions that were made though, eventually. I've been meaning to watch, really random, but I've been meaning to watch, I've been meaning to watch, Paddington. Because Paddington 2 has sort of like an insane rating on Letterboxd. Like it's got a really high rating. I don't know what I want to do for the rest of the week because I'm not in shape to like sing right now because my throat is a little bit messed up, but I do want to sing like during the weekend. 5時だったのね。5時か。Leaving Las Vegas was too depressing. Yeah, I did not love Leaving Las Vegas. It was just, Leaving Las Vegas was another option that I had to watch for, like, I could have watched Leaving, or I could have written my paper this weekend about Leaving Las Vegas, but I was like, maybe not. I was like, I'm gonna take this opportunity to watch a movie that I haven't seen before. And Requiem for a Dream was something that, like, I kept hearing about, that I was curious about, but then I was like, those has to be just done just right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Marvel, I make you short. No, I don't know what that is actually. Paddington 2 has my favorite movie scene ever? Really? Oh, like, in what way? It's like good? Grave of the Fireflies. I still haven't watched Grave of the Fireflies actually. Paddington has a Letterboxd account and leaves reviews on wholesome adventure films. What? That's awesome! Yeah, I want to watch Paddington. I also want to play Undertale sometime. Either this week or next week. I have it. I have it now. Maybe I'll do また日本語メインの雑談をするかな。今週末同じぐらいの時間。朝っていうかこっちで言うと昼反対くらいでやるかな。Oh yeah, reading Reddit stories. Oh, but this week I have a big paper due, but I also have a really big paper due next week. So I'll make one of them a work stream, I guess. I guess I could do Undertale Friday, and then next Sunday I'll do karaoke. But that's a really long time between between now and the next karaoke. I could do karaoke twice next week. Or I could just do karaoke on Sunday. don't have to do a work stream. Oh, I also want. I wanted to do my nails because the mystery Ikumin and some other Cosmians got me an Iku gifts when we were at SakuraCon last month, and I got like a nail set. I wanted to try them on, but I'm also cosplaying Mama for Dokomi, so I don't want to have a bunch of I don't want to like have decked out nails for that either. Maybe that'll have to wait until next month. Drunk karaoke? When is it not drunk karaoke? Actually, I don't actually drink during a lot of my karaoke. There are some. Nail stream. Yeah, I do want to do a nail stream, but I'll probably do that later next month because I want Dokomi to be over first. Maybe I'll do it right before, well, maybe I'll do it right before I go see Otto. That would be good because they're blue too. That'd be cute. That'd be cute. Hi, Aoi, good morning. Good morning. I like The Lost Weekend, which is about alcohol addiction. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll try that one. Always schedule planning. Yeah, I'm actually planning stuff. I guess we do a watch along. This is literally this is identical. This is like identical to my schedule. Do I even need to change anything? I guess I could do well, but I have a big paper. I could do reading Reddit stories and karaoke next week. I could do karaoke Monday. I could do karaoke Monday and then Reddit stories Tuesday. Undertale. Oh no, Undertale Thursday because I have something to. JP main Wednesday. Okay, why am I already planning it for next week? So let's watch a movie. Let's watch a movie. I'm tired. Okay, I'm just gonna keep this exactly the same, and then I'll just do a work stream on Sunday. Stream. Get to watch a comfort film. No, I ended up going grocery shopping and making dinner. What do you cosplay as Otto? Oh my god. I don't have the time to do that now, but that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool idea. Yeah, I guess I'll play Cookserved. I guess I'll play Cookserved. I'll play Undertale next week. Usual 6 p.m. right now. I literally don't know what anything is like due to summertime at the moment. Like movie on Friday, JP main Saturday. Daylight savings. What the hell is daylight? Good to say. Yeah, I'm using the schedule template that like Pandora gave me is very helpful, but I can only use it in like Photoshop and stuff, so ugh. Some people, whenever I say like, oh, I stream, some people are like, oh, like, what do you stream? Or like, I'm like, oh, I play games like sometimes, you know? Like, I'll say I play games sometimes, and they'll be like, oh, what games do you stream? And I'm like, huh, one of the people at the pub crawl was like, let me guess, League of Legends, and I was like, no. Oh, I have to plan a. Did I tell you guys that I wanted to stream? I was planning on streaming with one of my IRL friends. Sometimes. I drink would be such a funny answer when you literally. Oh, I always say I do music though. Like I always say like, oh, like I sing and talk a lot, and sometimes I play games. But of course people like latch onto the game thing there because, you know, that's like a like video games, I guess. I have to which IRL friend? One of my high school friends who streams. She streams on Twitch. And we were talking about like, oh, we should do a collab or something. So I might collab with her. She's like a flesh streamer. Streams a lot actually. Look at her schedule. Oh, she doesn't have anything. She doesn't have anything for this week. When was the last time she streamed? Oh, she last streamed 20 days ago. Oh my god. That's like a while. The last time I checked, she had a weekly schedule. Anyway, I guess I'll tell her. I'll be like, let's plan a date to stream together. Two-player competitive CST. Maybe she was in Greece too. Maybe. She does travel a lot. And no. NP. I might start the work stream. I might start my work stream a little bit earlier on some day. I don't have to like relate. Or a few hours early that I can be. At like 4. What the hell? Hold on. I can't figure this out. And travel stories. I guess we could. She doesn't do a lot of chatting streams. I think that's the thing. She's always playing like Valorant or something. She's always like, playing like, some sort of game. Saturday. Okay, pretty chill schedule for the week. Pretty chill. Pretty. I'm gonna upload this to Discord first. Someone tell me if I'm right about the dates or if I'm wrong about the dates. Is the schedule? Okay, someone tell me if that's right. Oh no, Valorant. Oh no, Valorant. Are you playing Valorant? Maybe, probably not, but I'll ask. Maybe I'll ask her to play, like, can we play, like, Lethal Company or something? No, I'm really bad. I'm bad at that, too. I don't know. I'll ask her to, like, play a game with me that's, like, not too scary. Because I can imagine she's really competitive. I can imagine she could be, like, a toxic gamer. I don't know. I don't know, but, like, I can imagine. Repo. Oh, I've seen that. Or I've seen the name of that. Party games, either it's really fun or really toxic. I feel like party games being toxic, like, okay, like, sure, fine. But, like, a game, like, being yelled at in a game that, like, I don't know how to play is a little bit, like, intimidating. I don't know. Oh my god, we have another raid! Wow! Thank you so much for the raid. Hello! Hello, hello! Bonnie! Balls out for Hi! Hello! Oh my god! Balls out! Balls out, everyone! Welcome in! Thank you so much for the raid, Bonnie! Welcome in, everyone! I hope you had a great stream. Hello! Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh, it's the second raid of the day. I feel like I should be singing or something. It's like 1 a.m. It's like 1 a.m. I'm not gonna sing, but every time I stream, every time I do a karaoke stream and I get a raid. Sorry, I'm a little bit intoxicated right now. Are you traveling again? I was in the Balkans up until like yesterday. And yeah, it was an experience. I was talking about my pub crawl experience. Hello, thank you for the raid. Balls out for Bonnie. Thanks so much for the raid. Hope you guys had a great stream. What did you do? I'm just making my schedule. Or I was making my schedule for this upcoming week because I haven't had a real schedule since March, which is really funny. But yeah, trying to make a schedule, and I was just talking about what was I talking about? I was talking about my traveling. I was talking about movies. He was arting. Oh, Bonnie art. Chef's kiss. Greece. Talked a little bit about Greece. I'm a little bit. I have sweet wine with me. Fries and tacos, yeah. Talked about how easy it is to make friends with girls. When you're drunk and you go up to a girl and you're just like, "Hey, you're so pretty." Really easy to make friends. Why do those kids spit on you? Because me and my friends were Asian. Isn't that crazy? Freaking Europe. But they were also being really rowdy. Like, the kids were just rowdy in general. Like, yeah, they were being really, really obnoxious in general. But yeah, they literally were like They literally came up to us and were like, oh my, like, they literally came up to us and they were like, ah, ching chong ching, and they spat on us. I was like, damn! Or they didn't spit like on us, but they spat in like our direction. And I was like, I was appalled. Appalled. So on Asian's a common thing. Well, in a lot of countries in Europe, Asian people tend to be the minority by like a landslide. Like when you're in the, I mean, obviously you're like the in a lot of countries, of course, like as an Asian person, you're the minority anywhere you go, but like by a landslide. And especially like if you're in smaller towns and stuff, like you may or may not be the only Asian person, like in general. I go to prison for the rest of my life. Literally, they were small girls too. Girls, like little, like I don't know how old, but young female girls, children, like, whoo. Anyway, and mind you, I was with like guys. Like, I don't know. Anyway, racism against Asians is not rare in North America either, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, like, I think, yeah, that is very true. Thankfully, I've not come across it because, like, I grew up in a very, like, diverse and, like, heavily large Asian population, like, area as well. So, Central and Eastern Europe, also Spain, yeah. Yeah, pretty crazy. Europe is crazy! Gated community, yes and no. The middle school, high school I went to was known as like a very like rich, quote unquote, like rich high school or rich school district. But so yeah, no, I wouldn't say like, yeah, no, honestly, yes, I do think that like the people that I went to school with, I like, me included, maybe I was pretty like sheltered, more so than the average person. But I think like racially diverse wise, actually there were a lot of Asian people, a lot of white people, and not much else. So I remember getting spat on in Poland. Wow. Almost always kids though. Adults won't be openly racist, but they'll treat you with suspicion and as something exotic. Ah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Here in California, it's diverse too, but anti-Asian sentiment is very real in some demographics than others. I can see that. I think that like, yeah, I think that I've just been like very lucky to grow up in like not a very, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Like maybe if you go to other parts of town, it's a little different. Who knows? But crazy that Eastern Europe literally connected to Asia through the Eurasian status law on Asians. Yeah, I think I don't know. I always had like this image, you know, like, oh wow, oh wow, Europe is so progressive, or like, wow, Europe this and that, whatever. Yeah, and then like I live here, and now I'm kind of like, yeah, maybe that's not the case. Maybe that's not the case. But yeah, otherwise the trip was pretty fun. Pretty fun. It was okay. I was tired. I was tired a lot of the time, but honestly, pub crawl was pretty fun. The Greek islands were really fun. We didn't go to the really crowded touristy islands, so it was very nice. Ohayo, いらっしゃい。来てくれてありがとう。Ohayo. A lot of the world is like this for the non-majority population. Yeah, I mean, like as a minority, I think that like any sort of minority is usually treated badly. But I think like for me personally, like this living in Europe is the first time that I've like very like very like clearly experienced racism. In Japan it exists too, obviously, but I am not part of the racial minority in Japan, so yeah. High ethnic homogeneity. Yeah, when I went to Denmark, I was like I was scared. I was scared. I was like, why are there so many tall, white, blonde people? Like, I understand that that's like the country's like majority population. And honestly, like, I can imagine that the white, tall, blonde people might go to Japan and think the same thing, but like, I was like, whoa. just because in the place that I grew up, it wasn't even that like homogeneous either. I can speak. I've had a little bit of wine, just saying. Homogeneous. Homogeneous. I wonder if the racism is a relatively recent thing or I'm just growing up. Probably the latter. I mean, well, probably the latter, but I also think that like there are some people have well, no, because I think it's always existed. I mean, like my parents too, as immigrants, you know. You're in Europe at the wrong time. The migrant crisis, economic recession, politics. Yeah, I mean, but is there really a good time to be anywhere in the world right now? Like, I don't really want to be like, I don't necessarily want to be in the US either. Posting my schedule. Cover actually my okay. Wow, I posted my schedule. What the hell? Really isn't. I know, right? Canada. Oh, Canada. Didn't Canada just get like a new president or something, new prime minister, new something? Isn't it? Oh yeah, Australia. True. Other people in Denmark. My sister's gonna call. Oh, Denmark. I think I had pretty good experiences with people in Denmark. They were pretty nice. Speak a lot of English. They always say they do say that places like that, it's like they don't get a lot of sun, they're kind of depressed or whatever, but I don't know. But from my experience, like, it was nice. It's just that the price of living, like the cost of like food and everything is like crazy expensive. Like crazy expensive. New prime minister. I saw that. Sun actually correlated depression. People really do say it is. Like, I was talking to this lady. I was talking to this lady in Greece. This what do you call this shop lady, a shop owner from the place that I bought my like little Greek dress thing. And she was talking about like how people from like Northern Europe are very like they're a little bit, they don't smile very often. They're a little bit more like standoffish. They're not like as friendly. And she was like, oh, but the Greeks are friendly. It's because we get so much sun. Haha. That's what she was saying. I was like, you know what? Real. Yeah, sad. Yeah, seasonal affective disorder. Sad. A lot of people in Seattle too are affected, or people say they're like, oh, it's like seasonal depression because it's always rainy and cloudy in the winter. And your countries are more social, extrovert, open with their emotions. Yeah, like Spain too, right? I like Spain, or well, I like the food in Spain. I like the food in Spain. I liked how the prices were a little cheaper than France, and the fact that I felt a little bit more comfortable speaking Spanish. Pacific Northwest, woo! Seattle grunge. Oh, maybe. Higher rates of alcoholism, depression, and suicide. Yeah, the Greek lady too. She was like, yeah, they come here and they just drink a lot. They don't smile a lot and they drink a lot. Toronto's further south than Seattle. Fun fact. Oh, really? As a speaker of Mexican Spanish, Spain Spanish always sounds funny. Oh, interesting. Spanish food, yeah, tapas. Tapas in Spain, so good. Okay, it's 1. I'm gonna go to bed, you guys. I posted my schedule on Twitter for those of you who wanna go check it out. It's gonna be a really chill week. I'll ramp it up next week. We'll do some karaoke. We'll read some Reddit stories. We'll play Undertale next week. So yeah, but thank you so much for the raids today. We had a raid from Miss Daisy, right? Daisy and Bonnie. Very much raids, guys. If you all stuck around, thanks for hanging out. Definitely come and stop by some karaoke streams if you can. They're always fun. Read some donations. Look at Russ, thank you. Ball raid. Balls out. Balls out, guys. Let's you the stream. Thank you for hanging out, you guys. Karaoke is always peak. Thank you. I'm excited to. I wanted to do karaoke so bad while I was on vacation. I was constantly looking up karaoke bars because I just wanted to sing, but alas, there were none. So we'll have to save it. We'll have to save it for like next week, because I'm a little bit sick, so I don't think karaoke is gonna sound very good right now. Nanako says, I've missed Aoi. Ooh, thank you for the stream. So glad to hear you again and to hear about your trip. Can't wait to see you again tomorrow. People, please feel sorry. Thank you, Nanako. I'm back. Thank you for waiting, you guys. Thank you for the donation. Arigato. No karaoke, please. I know. Like, I'm honestly, if I have enough liquid courage within me, I will sing, like, I'll sing at like karaoke bars where there are people like watching me. Like, I'm okay with doing that, but I do have to have enough of that. And then, but I was looking because I was like, I just want to sing. Like, it's just the urge is so strong. I just need to sing, but there were no places. There were single pics. Yeah, I did post a lot of pictures of like, I posted pictures of like food. I posted pictures of like animals and stuff. Yeah. Thank you for the donation. Duber says, I can't believe you came home and immediately made a lemon risotto. That's hardcore. Hardcore respect. Get nice seats. Welcome back. Thank you. I will. I think especially for the last 5 years, I'll try to get like better seats. I mean, like not the cheapest seats. I can't afford the best seats. That's a little bit too, and I think that's a little bit too like hardcore. I'd rather like spread my money so that I can see like more shows than to just like splurge on like $200 seats when I don't need to do that. Where I can just like, I also realized that like, I don't know. I like being able to see the stage. I like second floor seats kind of too, because like I'm short, so it gives me like better vantage. When I'm on the ground with everyone, it's like Also pictures of random girls. Oh yeah, the bathroom selfie too. Yes, that was a thing. Yeah, the fact that I like did not know those girls. Yeah, the one on the right. The one on the right was really nice though. Like we hung out, and like the next day, cause we exchanged Instagrams, and the next day she messaged me. She was like, "Hey, did you get home okay?" I was like, "Yeah. What about you? Are you okay?" Yeah, she was super nice. She has a lot of followers on Instagram too. I was a little bit surprised. And yes, no, I did not know them. Oishi, thank you for the membership milestone. Thank you for being a member for 7 months. Arigato. Welcome back, Aoi. Happy to hear your voice again. Ooh, thank you. Thank you. I am back. Dingo, thank you for being a member for 34 months. Wow. Glad to have you back for now. See you tomorrow. I'm looking more into getting the TTS to work for OBS. If anyone in chat knows how to run a script when getting a Streamlabs, don't know, hit me up on Discord, please. Thank you. Yes, please do that. Thank you, because I am not very tech savvy. I don't really understand these things. So yes, please help me out. Help Dingo out. Thank you for the membership also. Arigato. My friend's serious. Oh, we just met. Yeah, literally, I met them that night. The one in the middle, I had no idea who she was. Like, I didn't even get a name. Like, at least, like, the other girl, like, we had shots together. We, like, danced together. We talked together. Like, but I had no idea who the girl in the middle was. Anyway. But yes, thank you for the donation. Arigato. Thank you, Duber. Thank you, Nanako. Tomorrow, what did I put on my schedule? I think I'm gonna play Cook Serve Delicious. That's also pretty, like, chill. That's pretty chill for me. I like Cook Serve Delicious. Okay. Let's see. Let me change my ending screen so I can have my schedule up. I'm gonna get rid of these merch announcements because, like, I should hope everyone's gotten their merch by now. Actually, no, I'll keep it up for today and then I'll get rid of it later. Oh, actually, wait. Okay. Okay, let's find someone to raid as well. Thank you again for all the raids today. That was really fun. You remember my stealth dono from last time? There was a stealth dono? Oh my god! There's nothing written! There's nothing written! Wait, is there something written here? Cause there's nothing written on Stream Elements. Got him. Damn. I was baited. I was baited. Who do we raid today? I have a stealth dono from last month on the 19th. Last month. Wait, it doesn't show me the date, so I don't know. Wait, let's see. Happy 420. Is this one? Is it this one? Oh, is this on my not birthday? Oh, what the hell? Wait, Nanako sent one too. What the hell? Are these both were these both on my, like, not birthday? Oh, thank you guys. What the hell? Aw. Thanks, guys. Aw. I always fake birthday is 420. It's actually 419. Wait, you guys, I had something that I wanted to talk about. Wait, sorry. One more thing before I go. I had a question. So I was watching, what was I watching? Oh, I was watching a Smosh video today. I was watching, like, a Smosh Games video. So it's a little bit irrelevant. But so they were talking about like names, like, oh, like on this channel I'm called this, haha. Like they were making jokes. But I was thinking to myself, like that made me think, like, do you guys have like a name that people like accidentally call you? Like you must, like, do you have a name that you must give off these like vibes so strongly that when people like they mistake your name, it's like you tell them your name and then later they'll be like, oh, sorry, what was your name? Was it this or something? And it's like, and it's the same name. Does anyone have this? Because there have been multiple times. This is gonna be funny. I don't know if it's funny. No, I don't know if it's funny. But like, nope. Only like 4 times. Okay, what's the name? Because multiple times, maybe only 2, but like still like 2 or 3. 2 or 3 is like, you see, there's one person who called me Jay by accident a few times. Yeah, like that. But like I've had it from multiple people. There have been like 2 to 3 people in my life who have accidentally called me Stephanie. And like people think I'm hilarious. Yeah, like that. Like people call me dipshit. Lawrence, see, oh Mark, okay, yeah, see, like, okay. I'm Stephanie. I've had like at least like 2 to 3 people call me Stephanie before. And like I think about it and I'm like, do I just give off like Stephanie vibes or something? Like I don't. How they get Stephanie? I don't know. I think I have Stephanie vibes. I don't know. I've never gotten Stephanie energy from you. I don't know. Again, I don't know. But like, I was just thinking about that, and I was curious if like everyone else had like a specific name that people call them when they mess up their name. And I wanted to tweet this, but I like didn't know how to phrase it either. Anyway, okay, I'm glad that I'm not alone in this. Larry is the name of my dad's electrician. Stephanie vibe, like Heather's vibe. Yeah, I guess. I don't know what a Stephanie vibe is, but I've been called Brian 239. Yeah, what is this? Like, there must be like names that really like, I don't know. There's some sort of vibe that comes with everyone's name, I guess. Manuel or Eduardo. I got told I look like a Michael. Okay. Okay. I only know one Stephanie. I think of extrovert, popular Asian girl. Maybe that's the vibes that I give off. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I really don't. Stephanie. I don't know why that sticks. I mean, no, it does stick with you because it's like, why are people calling me Stephanie? But like, oh, Jason and Joshua, I don't see it. Yeah, there's some. Speaking of Larry, so my dad's electrician is named Larry, and apparently Larry has the same like not birthday that I do, and like, I don't know if my dad actually forgot my birthday, but the day before my birthday, like, my dad, like, I was hanging out, so it was me and Iku and like my friends, and we were all hanging out. We were all at my like cousin or my aunt's house or whatever, and my dad was like, because we were I was asking my dad if he could like drive us to con the next day, and I was like, oh, but if Larry comes, then you can't like drive us to con, right? And he was like, oh, it's okay, it's Larry's birthday tomorrow, so like he won't be working. And I was like, oh, okay. And then the next day, like when it hit midnight, all my friends were like, and Iku, and go like, oh, happy not birthday, Aoi. And everyone was like, oh, happy not birthday, Aoi. And everyone was like, oh, happy not birthday, all day on 4/19. And then as we were getting ready for con, like, Iku was like, didn't your dad say today was Larry's birthday? And I was like, yeah, I guess so. And she was like, wait, but like, it's your birthday. And I was like, oh, you're right. Why did my dad say it was my birthday? Neither of my parents wished me a happy birthday. I don't think, and they didn't. And then my dad was like there, like 30 minutes later, my dad was there, and I was like, hey, like, you said that today was Larry's birthday, right? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, you know who else's birthday it is? And he was like, whose? And I was like, mine? And he was like, oh! I don't know. I'm not sure if he actually forgot though. My mom didn't wish me a happy birthday. I mean, it's fine. I don't really care because I'm not like, I don't really like care about my birthday. I forget my own birthday sometimes. But like, yeah, my dad was like, whoa, say happy birthday. And then like a few weeks later, he was on the phone with Larry and he was like, you know, your birthday's the same as my daughter's. I was like, oh, maybe he did forget. It's Larry's birthday. Me? I could be a Larry? Oh, Larry Tokimori. Yeah. No, I don't know. It's funny though. My parents have never actually. My parents have never missed a birthday. Actually, I think this is the first time that they've missed. Well, but my mom, she did say, she was all like, oh, like I want to like have a birthday dinner, blah blah blah. My mom was like, oh, I want to invite the family over for dinner. We're gonna have your birthday dinner. I'm like, what are you making? She's like, salmon. Like, if you're making salmon, it's not my birthday dinner, mother. I was like, okay. So, she's like, oh, your aunt's gonna bring a cake, and I was like, I don't like cake. It's so funny. Anyway, she was like, everyone loves when I make salmon. I was like, okay, not me, but that's okay. Okay, she ended up making a few weeks later. What did she make? She made steak, and it was bomb. My mom makes really good steak. It's for Larry. You don't like cake? I don't like sweets in general. Yeah, I'm not a sweets person. I mean, like, I do occasionally I am a sweets enjoyer, but like, if I'm given the choice between like a bag of potato chips and like cake, then I'll take the potato chips. Not even cheesecake? Yeah, no. Cake ice cream? No. I had ice cream twice while I was at home. You guys, if you're ever in Seattle or like Portland or whatever, you should get Salt and Straw. Salt and Straw is really fun to eat. I like yeah. But I don't willingly go for ice cream. The only reason I went to Salt and Straw, why did I go to Salt and Straw? One time was because I think I was with Josie and we were talking, and like Josie likes sweets, and so we went to Salt and Straw. And I was like, well, I have to go to Salt and Straw at least once while I'm here. And then the second time was after my friend's memorial service, and we had eaten already because there was food at the memorial service, but like we wanted to hang out more. All of me and my like arcade friends wanted to hang out more, and so we were like, where should we go? And I was like, in the Salt and Straw, like down the road, and so we went to Salt and Straw. Always sweet enough already. I hope. To be fair, not having a sweet tooth is probably smarter health-wise. Yeah, I agree. That's what my mom says too. I was like, yeah, I don't really like sweets, and she was like, that's a good thing. Like, you better not. I'm like, you're right. So I'll try my goat. Are you satellite? Are you a satellite? Or are you Pacific Northwest? Undefined Pacific Northwest. We have Salt and Straw here too. Oh, I think it's a Portland thing originally, apparently, or that's what I heard. That's what my friend told me. It's good. I like the Halloween flavors. Yeah, I like Salt and Straw as well, cause like it's always changing, and like there's always something new to try. I had the olive oil ice cream when I was there. It was low-key like bomb. It was looking really good. In Nevada and New York too. No way! Oh, I didn't know they were that like big. But yeah. It's partially owned by The Rock. Like Dwayne Johnson, The Rock? That's funny. Really? I didn't know that. Okay. Anyway, that's what I literally told myself I was gonna talk about that, about the name thing on stream today. I completely forgot. Anyway, that is all from Stephanie Tokimori. Let me actually choose someone to rate this time. See you guys tomorrow for Cook Serve Delicious. my friends. I want to, but I'm going. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to right into Nia because it looks like she's going. Oh, to Stephanie. Thanks, Stephanie. Thanks for the stream, Steph. Thanks. Thanks for coming, guys. Steffi's dweeb. Love you, Stephanie. So funny. Ah, okay. Anyway, guys. Oh, to Stephanie. Oh, to Stephanie. I'm gonna stream. I'm a little drunk. Last KP. KP, thanks for hanging out, guys. I missed you a lot. Anyway, I miss you a lot. I had a lot of fun. I'll see you tomorrow for some Cook Serve Delicious. What else are we doing? And oh yeah, watch along. I'll choose some movies that we can watch for a watch along. Yeah, probably from my watch list. We'll see. And then what else? Oh, and then we're working. I have a big paper this weekend. Woo! And yeah. See you then. I love y'all very much. Mwah. See you again tomorrow for some cooking and serving and deliciousing. Bye-bye. Otsuri. Bye-bye. Thanks for hanging out. I love you. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Otsu, Stephanie. Bye.うわ声がやばい。36ヶ月メンバーシップありがとう。おやすみ。またね。バイバーイ。